Hello, so today we're going to be making booties. Let me get this one a little bit far so you can see how it looks. And very, very cute. It goes up your leg a little, so very nice slippers. So this is a square, just a very plain square. And what you want to do is that you want to cast on 3 stitches. So that is 1, 2, and 3. Now from now on, you are going to be knitting the first stitch from the front and from the back of the stitch, and then you knit to the end. So again, now I have 4, and now you're going to do that again. So knit the front and the back of that first stitch, and then knit to the end. And then of course it depends on the size of your slipper. That is the amount of rows that you're going to be knitting. So front and back. So for a size medium large, please keep adding your stitches this way, like knitting from the front and from the back of the first stitch, and then all the way to the end, until you have 70 stitches. So knit the front and the back of the first stitch and knit all the way to the end of the row. And I will see you when I have my 70 stitches. Once I have my 70 stitches there, and now I'm going to start taking off. And the way to do that is that you're going to knit 1 and knit 2 together. So you do that at the beginning of every row. You knit 1 and you knit 2 together only once at the beginning of the row. And you do that until you have 12 stitches left in your needle. And I'll see you when that happens. Okay, so now that I have my 12 stitches on my needle, I cut my yarn and I left a long tail because I'm going to need it to sew this part and this part and part of the bottom. So let's do this. And since I'm using circular needles, I'm going to pass my stitches to the other side because I want to pass my stitches, my needle through all of these. But this is the side where I have my yarn, and this is the side that I want to start with, so it goes around. So let's get all of these. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. There we go. So now I'm passing my yarn around, and I'm going to tighten it real tight. Right there. Let me get this a little bit closer. And I am going to pass my needle through all of these stitches again. So I can make sure that all these are nice and tight and secure. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to bring my yarn to the inside and make a little knot there. It needs to be really tight so it doesn't come apart. Oops. Not. Get this out of here. There we go. Okay, it happens. There we go. And make my knot really tight. Okay, so now I am going to go into that first strand on one side. Now come and pick up. This is going to fold in half. So I'm going to pick up the strand from the other side and pass it. I'm going to skip that knot there and pass it to the strand on the other side. And I will come to the same strand on this side, pick up and pass it to the next lonely strand there. And so I will go from side to side, so pick up and pick up on one side and pick up and in and out on this side. I hope you can see it well. So pick up and pick up on this side, pick up and pick up on this side, and I will go around I'll see you when I get to this part here. Okay, so I'm almost at this edge and I'll finish this, and then I am going to be sewing on the other side and continue sewing because you don't need to make a knot here or anything. Okay, here we go. And I am going to be sewing about 4.5 inches on this side and continue doing the same. Pick up the strand from one side and the other, pick up and in and out, go in and out. And I will see you when I have about 4.5 inches so I can show you what to do next. So once I have about 4.5 inches from that corner there, I am going to put my yarn into the inside and make a knot there. It needs to be nice and tight because you don't want it to open. There we go. And you need to weave in into that seam. You weave in your tails and that's it. And you can put on the corner that turns, you can put a button, but I suggest you don't, because the button can hurt your feet if you're wearing them in bed. And so what I decided is that this is the part that turns right there, and I made a little tassel, and that's what I'm going to put there, so it looks kind of cute. So I am going to take pictures of this and post them, because the slippers like that don't look like it doesn't have much of a shape, but I'll take some pictures. And thank you for watching, and share us with your friends, and like our page, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.